If you've been watching television, you know that Australia is home to thousands of varieties of poisonous snakes, deadly spiders, crocodiles, sharks, and seriously heavy birds that can kick you to death. However, despite its potentially dangerous inhabitants who should be better left alone, Australia is also one of the top 15 economies in the world by national GDP. This large, mixed market economy also happens to be one of the favorite destinations for international students and a growing center for business education in the world. Though its MBA programs have some distance to cover to catch up with the international fame enjoyed by American MBA programs, there are still some clear advantages in their favor. What are the benefits of an Australian MBA degree, its requirements, and future career prospects? Is an MBA in Australia worth it? We look at all these questions and more. So let's take a dive into getting an MBA degree in the land down under. So stay tuned, mate. An MBA from Australia offers several benefits. Quite a few Australian business schools have been consistently showing up in the top 100 MBA rankings. Melbourne Business School, Monash University, AGSM, and Macquarie are some of the biggies in Australia. Here's a list of the top business schools and the best MBA programs in Australia, along with the duration and tuition cost. Another major advantage is the ease of communication for international students. As it's an English-speaking country, you don't need to enroll in a language course. Just a few viewings of Hugh Jackman's interviews will suffice
Look, my kids at home, they give me no respect.
to catch a drift of their accent. But Australians also use a lot of slang that might take a while to get familiar with. MBA tuitions are considerably lower than most US MBA programs. The average fee would be around $50,000 for the total program. Of course, the top-ranking programs will be much more expensive. But that's a good financial incentive to invest in an Australian MBA, given its high returns. Australia also offers a range of scholarships for deserving international students. Some of these are provided by the government. MBA candidates can even apply for scholarships awarded by individual universities. With your student visa, you can work part-time and earn somewhere between $25 to $30 an hour. You can also work full-time during vacations to take care of your living expenses to some extent. Though not vastly different from any other US MBA programs, the admission requirements can vary across universities. Let's look at some of the common eligibility criteria. A minimum GMAT score of about 550 is often expected. Keep in mind that this is just the minimum. Some of the popular B schools, like the Melbourne Business School, usually have an average GMAT score of around 700. GRE scores are usually not accepted, but going by the global trends, this might change soon. All MBA programs need English proficiency test scores, such as IELTS or TOEFL, with certain minimum requirements. Waivers for IELTS or TOEFL scores are available based on work experience and the country of origin. MBA applicants are expected to have considerable work experience, ranging from 2 to 8 years. Other documentation like a CV, personal statement, recommendations, and academic transcripts are required as well. Many applicants approach MBA Crystal Ball and ask us, is it possible to get into an MBA program in Australia without work experience? As is true for any other top MBA program, the eligibility credentials are looked at in a holistic fashion, without specific weights mentioned for individual components. So a lack of work experience may not be completely discouraging. Business schools in Australia have been known to accept candidates with 1 or 2 years of work experience, or none at all for that matter. In such cases, universities usually arrange for internships or projects to help international students get a feel for the industry experience. If you happen to have such a profile, admission committees generally recommend a rigorous self-evaluation for the motivation behind getting an MBA. If you are still convinced that an MBA is the right move, even without any work experience, make sure you have a high GMAT score or GPA to offset this shortcoming. Having said that, our team at MBA Crystal Ball does not think it's a good idea to get into an MBA program in Australia without work experience. It always helps to have at least 3 to 4 years of work experience before you apply. Let's talk about the jobs after MBA in Australia. Australia has been featured as the 4th highest payer for MBA degree holders, with the average salaries and bonus getting close to $120,000 according to industry reports. Here's the average salary after an MBA in Australia for the top B schools. Employment opportunities are good. Australia ranks among the top 15 countries, housing 35 of the world's top public companies, as ranked by the Forbes Global 2000. Which means more employers with deep pockets to make your high salary dreams come true. Many international students are attracted by the possibility of getting a permanent residency after an MBA in Australia. The Australian government provides a special post-study work visa category for international students. After finishing a university degree, students can get practical work experience by working full-time for a period of 2 to 4 years. They can also apply for permanent residency on the backing of skilled employment. The process is quite transparent and straightforward with a points-based system. Here's a list of some important aspects that will get you points. Your language skills, professional exposure, age, and education will play a role. The more tick marks you have, the better your odds of success in getting a PR in Australia. Is an MBA from Australia worth it? Like any other country, there are pros and cons for international students wishing to study in Australia. There are some downsides that you should be aware of, and they have nothing to do with the wildlife that we talked about earlier. While the cost of an Australian MBA is somewhat lower than the more prominent American MBAs, its living expenses are quite high, reaching north of $500 a week. According to reports, it is 1.5 times more expensive to live in Australia as compared to the United States. There are also tons of low-quality programs in Australia that rely on aggressive marketing and a network of education consultants across the world to attract foreign students. Make sure you do your homework well and only target programs that are reputed and well-respected. If you can manage these risks, an Australian MBA has a lot to offer. Good international experience, a diverse cultural exposure, globally acclaimed business schools, and excellent career prospects after the MBA. Other than the competitive MBA salaries and job opportunities in Australia, the ease of obtaining work as an international candidate makes it one of the world's rising destinations for business education. At MBA Crystal Ball, our admission consultants have helped many applicants get into the top MBA programs in Australia. If you need professional help with your applications, drop us an email. Good luck to you.